Well, did you know on this day 60 years ago, rock legends, the Beatles, took the stage here in Jacksonville. They made their trip to the First Coast so significant, they actually refused to perform in front of a segregated audience. 60 years later, the Beatles will be celebrated for their performance in Jacksonville. And on your side's Tristan Hardy joins us from the Ritz Theater and Museum, where the event will take place.
Well, the Beatles performing in Jacksonville was their first and only Florida concert. I caught up with a historian to share with me how much of a big deal this was. To give you some perspective, this was 2 months after the Civil Rights Act of 1964 going into effect. The Beatles were scheduled to perform at the Gator Bowl. Bob Keeling, the Beatles historian, said the band got word the crowd was segregated. Well, the Beatles told the concert organizers they were not performing in front of a segregated audience. Well, a Jacksonville judge backed them up, saying a segregated event violates the law. Well, at the time, Keeling described their decision as gutsy. It was their first American tour, but it set the precedent for future bands and artists performing. Tonight, the Ritz Theater will hold an event where attendees of the concert will share their stories.
So I would say the Beatles, among all other things, were also very important agents of social change at the beginning of this tidal wave of the 1960s, where so much social change occurred.
You can catch a tribute performance and more at the Ritz Theater and Museum tonight at 7. I'm Tristan Hardy, First Coast News, on your side.